Welcome to the Michigan Travel Show, a kaleidoscope of stories about the people, places, and events that shape our great state.
Here at the Governor's Council on Tourism here in Kalamazoo today, I had a piece of Traverse City pie, their Michigan special, but here is their grand finale one. This is pretty cool. They take this for displays. And it's the fruits of summer pie that I just had. That was so good. So anyway, get some pie from the Traverse City Pie Company.
Commissary in Traverse City, where we ship pies through our online business across the country, and we're also in about 400 locations, Meijer, Kroger, Spartan, Nash, across the state. And this year is a special year for this partnership, and also the fact that through our great distributors, Lipari Foods, Spartan, Nash, Gordon Foods, our pies are now going to be available in our thaw and sell program through in the UP, on Mackinac Island, in the Midwestern states, and currently we're being offered as far south as Naples, Florida. So our reach of our pies has gone way beyond the state of Michigan, but we want to keep the Michigan message clear. All the cherries, all the blueberries, all the apples, all the flour, all the sugar, the pie boxes, whether it's southern Michigan, northern Michigan, east, west, every part of the state is represented in this pie. Today,
more exciting. If I'm in the sports business right now and I'm looking at what events I want to bid on the next 5 years, women's volleyball, women's basketball, because they're going to have explosive growth on the youth level. So let's talk about some market disruption we've seen in the industry. Again, we've talked about technology and these kind of things. We saw a lot of different things occur, and we need to go source information in different ways. We had organizations like Play Easy, the Sports Index, Spark. We've got all this AI stuff that's happened, really changed the game in terms of sports tourism. One of the quotes that we got out of Longwoods, 14%. Share another one with you. Rock Hill, South Carolina, a town of 74,000. They just built a 170,000 square foot indoor facility at a cost of $24 million. It is annually generating $22.5 million in economic impact and $7 million on the Rock Hill hospitality tax. I text them and said, how many room nights are you generating? And I get a response, and I hit David back, and I'm like, that's no way, no chance. Who can guess how many room nights this facility has generated last year in 2023? I mean, anything, just guess. I promise you it'll be wrong. Come on, anybody? Not even close.
172,000.
Closer. Just under 200,000 room nights. I asked the mayor, what would you have done differently? He said, I'd have built it twice the size.
A dinner for hundreds of people. Then they got to tour the commercial kitchen and learn from industry leaders during a panel discussion. The evening consisted of a formal dinner for all participating students as well as members of the industry. Students experienced the process of the food preparation, operating a commercial kitchen, and then servicing these types of events. They then got to enjoy the fruits of their labor, and they got to come together for that process.
First, just wanted to make sure, for anybody who didn't know, the Petoskey area is a beautiful little corner of northern lower Michigan, and we have Petoskey, there's Harbor Springs, Alanson, Boyne City, and Boyne Falls, as well as Bay Harbor, so it's a really beautiful corner of the world. I first wanted to talk about a new boutique hotel that's coming to our area. It's called the Otis Harbor Springs. And it is right along M119, the famous tunnel of trees, but it was previously the Birchwood Inn, and they have done a really nice renovation. It's very classy, clean, but it still has that northern Michigan charm, which is going to be a really great addition. It's going to be opening up spring of 2024, so here shortly, which is exciting. And then I also wanted to talk about some events going on in the area. So this year is the 64th Annual Morale Mushroom Festival in Boyne City. It is May 16th through 19th. And there's going to be a craft show, a carnival, concerts, food trucks, of course, morale mushroom tastings, and there is a national mushroom hunt.
We're a small town, we're about 2,000 people. We're best known for the Pigeon Rocks National Lakeshore. We have 65 miles of sandstone cliffs. Those cliffs are decorated with nature's paintbrush. So we have various mineral seeps, which will cause all the different colors that you will see within the rocks and the rock formations. What you're seeing right there is Lover's Leap, and people can kayak directly underneath there and do every day. You can also take a motorized boat underneath there. We have 17 waterfalls in our area. And they have different levels of accessibility for each one. Some of them are very easy to walk in and out from. Some of them are wheelchair accessible. Some of them are very challenging hikes. So there is something there for everybody.
County, the Home Lake Area Tourism Bureau has a year-round fishing contest. So it doesn't cost you anything to enter. You come up and you go fishing. We have hundreds of tagged fish in Houghton Lake, Higgins Lake, and Lake St. Helen. All these are easily accessible from I-75 and US 127. So who is at the exit? Exit 222 is the most famous exit on 175.
That tourists go to and they stay downtown and it's way too busy. It is so much more than that. I encourage you to tell them to get out of downtown, even though I love our downtown. They'll come back to it eventually because they got it to get on the ferry. But go explore. Spend some time on the island, spend some time getting to know the island, spend time getting to know the people of the island. It's amazing. Finally, at the beginning, I gotta wrap it up, thank you. At the beginning, I said I get the privilege of getting to share Mackinac Island with many people, and so do a lot of people in this room. I have learned recently of just the capabilities that the Welcome Centers specifically have, and I wanna thank you for the work that you're doing on our behalf. If you have any questions, please send me an email. I'm probably not the person who will be the right contact, but I know who it is. She sits about 5 feet from me. I can get you her information. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. And I do have some fudge for everyone, of course.
Where Mackinac Island is. We are 7 miles away. But St. Ignace, your home port. Why your home port? You can stay in St. Ignace and visit many spectacular places and attractions all over the EUP, like Mackinac Island, Drummond Island, the Lachino Islands, Tacoma Falls, Whitefish Point, Garland Zoo. I could go on and on. St. Ignace may be known for crystal clear waters along our 3 waterfront parks and stunning sunsets, but there are adventures to be had on our maintained trails, skiing, biking, and ORVs. We were actually named, we were honored with the Pure Michigan Trail Town Award last year. During the summer season, we have activity-packed evenings all week. Every night of the week, we have a different activity. And also Saturday night fireworks. This year, something new, we're gonna try a few drone shows on Friday nights, in addition to our Saturday night fireworks. And we have music in the park every night.
The original Republican Party started under the Oaks back in the 1800s. We had a Jackson Cracker Company, which was purchased by Nabisco and invented the Ritz cracker. We call it a Jackson Cracker, thank you. And maybe most importantly, I'm a little bit like Flo's sister, so to paraphrase her from the Progressive commercial, I have a passion for Coney dogs, and we are the birthplace of the Coney dog. So Detroit, Flint, some other places may claim it, may have made it famous, but back in 1914, the Todorov family actually bought a hot dog cart when they came through Ellis Island. They parked at the front of our historic train station and started selling the first Coney dogs over 100 years ago. So,
Of obviously Michigan. We're a small town, we're about 2,000 people. We're best known for the Pigeon Rocks National Lakeshore. We have 65 miles of sandstone cliffs. Those cliffs are decorated with nature's paintbrush. So we have various mineral seeps, which will cause all the different colors that you will see within the rocks and the rock formations. What you're seeing right there is Lover's Leap, and people can kayak directly underneath there and do every day. You can also take a motorized boat underneath there. We have 17 waterfalls in our area. They have different levels of accessibility for each one. Some of them are very easy to walk in and out from. Some of them are wheelchair accessible. Some of them are very challenging hikes. So there is something there for everybody, regardless of what you can and cannot do.
County, the Home Lake Area Tourism Bureau has a year-round fishing contest. So it doesn't cost you anything to enter. You come up and you go fishing. We have hundreds of tagged fish in Houghton Lake, Higgins Lake, and Lake St. Helen. All these are easily accessible from I-75 and US 127. So who is at the exit? Exit 222 is the most famous exit on 175. You catch a tagged fish and you take it into one of the local bait shops, or we have a couple hotels, and you register it. You show them the tagged fish or the tag. You get a $50 gas card right away, and you get entered into our yearly drawing. So the contest starts on March 16 each year, and it ends on March 15.
It's a little unique. You might have heard about it at lunch. Battle Creek Unlimited bought an abandoned hotel in downtown. They're fixing it up, and it's going to be a DoubleTree by Hilton. But the profits are going to be going back into the community. So one special feature is it'll be a teaching hotel, providing learning experience for students locally and from Grand Valley. It's going to bring a lot more life to our Kellogg Arena. They're going to be connected by an annex, the hotel and the arena. So for instance, if you're there for a robot competition, you can wheel your robot directly from your hotel room straight to the competition. And since sports is the topic we're all talking about today, we have the volleyball championships at the arena, and it's going to be just a great addition for all the students who are staying overnight for the tournament. All right, so what do you need to know? There are going to be almost 300 hotel rooms, and they're located in the heart of Battle Creek, so it's just easy to get off of I-94 and you go straight there.
Frankenmuth, Michigan, home to world-famous chicken and the world's largest Christmas store. And amongst all this beautiful Bavarian architecture and flower-filled landscape, this summer you will be able to find a new iconically Frankenmuth wayfinding sign system that will help move our pedestrian and vehicular traffic all through town. We are excited to be working with the DDA on this project, and we'll have them installed just in time for our festival season to jump into full swing. Festival season began back in January with Snowfest, but next weekend we have 80s Fest, followed by World Expo of Beer May 17th and 18th, Dog Bowl and Balloons over Bavarian Inn Memorial Day weekend. Speaking of Memorial Day, as Jerry mentioned, the greatly anticipated Memorial Cup kicks off that weekend. The Memorial Cup is being hosted right in our backyard of Saginaw, Michigan, and that 13-day tournament runs May 23rd through June 2nd. And Frankenmuth is proud to be a host city and is ready to welcome all hockey vacationers to our shops, restaurants, and attractions. And while we're on the topic of attractions, you may have heard that the Bavarian Inn Lodge is undergoing a small $80 million expansion. The Bavarian Blast Water Park is set to open this fall and features 16 new water slides, Michigan's first swim-up bar, and a not-so-lazy river. Across the street there on Main Street, the Mill at Zender Park is also under construction and renovation. It is a new 4-room high-end boutique hotel right in our downtown, and that is set to open next year. And with all of these new additions, events, and experiences, Frankenmuth will continue to be a destination where generations of family and friends can gather around the dinner table, celebrate the holidays, create traditions, and share memorable moments together.
I did want to talk really quickly about some new things, like some new restaurants, just one, okay. We've got Toscana Kitchen and Wine Market. That is located at our new AC Marriott Hotel and Hyatt House right on Michigan Avenue. The Old Bag of Nails is located in there, and Hooked is a 3-in-1 winner in my book because it's a bookstore, a wine bar, and a bookstore, wine bar, coffee bar.
When you're driving on I-75 and see a bright yellow smiley tower, you may want to hit your brakes. Either turn on exit 212 or 215. We want you to see where we live happy, and we want you to explore happy. The Orb Geo Tour, which you heard about at luncheon today, is a 30-cache geocaching adventure. We also have a wonderful Ogama County Quilt Barn Tour, which includes over 20 barns. And on each of these barns, they have artist descriptions on them, and you can see the tour, and you come to the office and get a brochure on it. 4 seasons of outdoor fun. We have a Pioneer Power Antique Tractor and Engine Show, Ogama County Fair, Victorian Art Fair in our beautiful downtown Irons Park. Lots of water sports. We have a 4 seasons of super fun adventures, and I'm going to turn it over to Emil for the rest of this.
Yeah, going back to I-75, West Branch is located just about halfway between Mackinac and Detroit, so it's a great stop, either going up, coming back. One of the biggest things that's happened in West Branch is we have an extreme makeover happening in our downtown, so we're going to have a beautiful, walkable downtown. We're doing the road diet right now, so that's going to be extremely awesome to see, as well as the new Visitors Bureau in West Branch building, which was just newly renovated, soft opening on this Friday.
The oldest standing building in West Branch, 152 years old.
A couple things you don't know about West Branch: we have 165 Best Angler Awards. And you know, you can be in the boardroom in the morning, be up north by afternoon. Please see us in West Branch, because up north never felt so close.
Cool.
Sending your kids or trying your luck. We are known for yelling fire up chips at Central Michigan University and trying your luck or losing your voice at an outdoor concert at the Soaring Eagle Casino. But I also have some numbers for you. We have 100 restaurants, not including fast food. We have 1,000 acres of parkland. We have 19 nature preserves, and you can climb Bundy Hill, which is the highest point to find Mount Pleasant, find the mountain. We have year-round events at CMU. We have 13,000 concert venue at the Soaring Eagle Casino. We have 591 acres at Deerfield Park, voted the most beautiful place in Isabella County. We have 13 area golf courses, over 42,000 square feet of meeting space, so bring your meetings to Mount Pleasant. We have 41 sporting events that we host, so we're a big sports destination as well. And then I have some numbers for one of our upcoming festivals. We have 1,450 gallons of maple syrup, 7,000 pounds of sausage, and 2,600 pounds of pancake mix that will be used the last weekend in April at the Shepherd Maple Syrup Festival. We have over 30 craft breweries coming for our craft beer festival in June. We have 3,000 athletes coming for Special Olympics in the end of June and July. There's summer games in Mount Pleasant on CMU's campus. We have 6,000 in prize money for Art Walk Central in August, which is art displayed throughout our downtown and community. We have 27,000 people that can cheer on the Chippewas at Kelly Short Stadium at a football game in the fall. And we have 1,000 carved lighted pumpkins in Shepherd about 5 days leading up to Halloween. So if you want to see a lighted pumpkin display, that's really fun in our Shepherd downtown.
Happening Memorial Day weekend. And then we also have the Detroit Jazz Festival, a free festival that's been celebrating jazz music for over 40 years. We also have our African World Festival in July, the North American International Auto Show happening January 2025, and the Detroit Grand Prix, which will be happening on our beautiful riverfront. In terms of our developments, we have a lot going on with hotels, lots of new roommates such as our Cambria Hotel in downtown, our Godfrey Hotel in Corktown, and the historic Book Tower that is a beautiful downtown property with apartments and hotel rooms. I could talk to you about Detroit food, but since I'm a newbie, the list is just running and running. So if you want to come talk to me, I will give you all the recommendations that I've tried so far, but truly incredible food, mom and pop's places, James Beard nominated and winners, so I definitely recommend trying out the food. Raise your hand if you've tried Detroit style pizza. And be embarrassed if your hand's not up, thank you. If you're gonna be trying some Detroit style pizza or just trying our culinary scene or beer, we have 3 different apps or programs you can find on Visit Detroit on our website, and they just guide users and visitors through trying our food, getting awesome deals, and just being aware of the various options we have. And lastly, I would just say, I know I seem a little bit nervous, but I truly am passionate about Detroit. Everyone on my team that's here today is going to be outside the Arcadia room at 5 p.m. for the reception, so talk to us about the NFL draft, I have to mention that, and we'll share all we can about Detroit with you all, so thank you.
So the Keweenaw Peninsula, I consider it Michigan's top peninsula because of its geography. I just want to touch base some of the highlights. We are an outdoor recreation and historical destination. We have attractions and amenities like our Royal National Park, the Keweenaw National Historical Park, 3 state parks, the Keweenaw Dark Sky Park, which is internationally certified, And it goes on and on and on, including Mount Bohemia, which recently won USA Today's top downhill ski resort for North America, which is really cool. I see some people shaking their heads like, what are you talking about? Well, it's true, it's really cool. But what a winner to win that, right, guys? Like, it was a great winner to have this winner. So with my time, though, aside from all those really cool attractions, I want you to envision life on what we like to call life on the canal, okay? So the Keweenaw Peninsula is bisected by the Keweenaw waterway, right? And it actually creates what the locals call Copper Island, because it is an island completely surrounded by water, although just like the last mile of that is like man-made, so it's technically not an island. Anyway, so it's a really cool experience. Historically, this was a really important shipping lane for logging and timber resources extracted from the Keweenaw and shipped across the world. So really cool. But within the last couple of years, the city of Houghton has really transformed this space. It used to have its back to the canal, but today it's really facing forward. So with a lot of really cool experiences, we've torn down our parking deck, right? So now light is shining down there. It's a $10 million project to reinvigorate our waterfront walkway. New skywalk or sky bar lounge in the area, skate parks, the History Hockey Museum, so a lot of really cool stuff to explore. So come on down to the Keweenaw Peninsula, experience the city of Houghton, enjoy what we have in terms of quality of life, and experience life on the canal when you get a chance. So thank you.
A little bit today about Visit Charlevoix. Charlevoix the Beautiful. If you were in the room last year, I talked about how beautiful Charlevoix is, so I don't need to talk about that again because you can see by the pictures. It's a beautiful place, and that's what we're known for, is beauty everywhere you look. So 4 things I want to talk about today: history, winter fun, agritourism, and family fun. So we've got a lot of history in Charlevoix. Castle Farms was built in 1918 as a model dairy farm for Sears Boba. Now it is a historic registered place that is known now for weddings, events, and they do a lot of group tours as well. So bring your group tours. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. The Mushroom Houses of Charlevoix, who's heard of that? Most people. Okay, great. So I don't need to talk about it much, but there's about 30 of these structures built by Earl Young throughout the 1930s to 60s era. They're called mushroom houses because they look like they grew up out of the ground like a mushroom. If you have not been to Charlevoix to see them, I highly, highly recommend that you come see them. You can do a gem car tour, or come visit me at the visitor center and I'll take you around myself.
WJR is here. The world famous Paul Smith is here. He's recognizable worldwide with his voice. And so it's on the radio. They follow everything, so definitely a thing on tourism. Big show. Michael Patrick Shields is putting on a show here. So, and then behind the mitten is another about the lesser known towns in Michigan towns. We got our media here. We got West 8 here. Destination Verified, Wheel of the World, AAA.
Governor's Awards for Innovative Tourism Collaboration. These awards recognize innovative collaboration within Michigan's tourism industry, and we are pleased to be presenting these awards for the 16th year. We had a record number of submissions, which is really a testament to how many organizations are working together toward a common goal in our industry. So congratulations to all of those.